2023 kickstarts a whole new chapter for the Subaru brand. In conjunction with Toyota, Subaru has designed and engineered an EV crossover to take on the Ford Mustang Mach-E, Kia EV6, Ioniq 5, and Volkswagen ID4. And in this quick video, we're going to go over the 5 things you should know about the Subaru Solterra before buying one. Now, before we get started, I want to give a huge shout and thank you to Subaru of Wakefield in Wakefield, Massachusetts for allowing me to do this video and also providing the Subaru Solterra for this quick buyer's guide. The link will be in the description below so you can check out their extensive Subaru inventory. And so, without wasting any further time, let's dive right into this quick buyer's guide. Starting off at number 1 is standard all-wheel drive. Leave it to Subaru to be the only manufacturer right now in the EV market and for this specific segment to give you that all-wheel drive system standard. Compare that to Ford, Volkswagen, Kia, and Ioniq, and you'll be paying $2,000 to $3,000 extra for the dual electric motor setup. So if you are somebody that is on a stricter budget at around $45,000, the premium Subaru Solterra will be more than adequate for you and will be equipped to handle the winter road conditions, or if you are an adventurer, you can go off-road with the Solterra the minute you drive off the lot. Number 2 is the Subaru Solterra's class-leading 8.3 inches of ground clearance, which is far better than what we see from most competitors in this price range and market. Now, the Ford Mustang Mach-E has a ground clearance of 5.7, so obviously not off-road worthy, might not even be conducive to take on snow-covered roadways. Also, the Volkswagen ID4 is a little bit better at 6.7, but for most competitors, they hover right around the 7-inch ground clearance mark. So if you are somebody that is an avid adventurer, you go off-road, take on the trails, or maybe you just live in a colder region in the US, the Solterra might be a great option if you are somebody that is going to be tackling different types of terrain. Now, moving on to number 3 is the Subaru Solterra's 228 miles of range, which is standard across the board for all 3 trim levels. When you go to a DC fast charger and a level 3 charger, you can get to 80% battery capacity in about an hour. So if you are going on a road trip with the family, you can stop and grab some lunch and then be back on the road with enough juice to get you to your destination. Also, with the dual electric motors, you're going to have 215 horsepower and around 249 pound-feet of torque. Now, that is not going to be a barnstormer by any means, but 0 to 60 times do come in below 7 seconds, which should be enough to get you on the highway safely and also allow you to pass slower drivers with ease. Now, of course, that's not going to outshine what we see from the Kia EV6, Ioniq 5, and Ford Mustang Mach-E. However, when you take a look at what the Solterra is giving you when it pertains to versatility and capability, I think that's one sacrifice a lot of Americans are willing to make, and possibly you'll be willing to make as well. Now, the 4th thing you should know before buying a Subaru Solterra is its practicality, which is actually rather exceptional for this segment. Now, we're first going to start off with the rear cargo area, which comes in at 29 cubic feet of room when the second row seats are up, and it's closer to 60 cubic feet when those second row seats are folded. That falls right in line with the Volkswagen ID4, Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, and the Ford Mustang Mach-E. But when it pertains to the Subaru Solterra, it goes one step beyond what we see from all the competitors in this market. For passengers in the second row, they will be met with a very comfortable, spacious, and accommodating interior where you'll have the confidence to fit average-sized adults behind you, which is something we don't normally see for some EVs in this market. Also, you have plenty of legroom, shoulder room, and headroom where I think you can fit a third person in the second row. One thing I really do like about the Subaru Solterra is that it has this traditional crossover appeal, but also traditional crossover tendencies where it does feel like a RAV4 Subaru Forester and a Volkswagen Tiguan. So it is blurring the lines between being a conventional crossover and being a futuristic EV. And I think that's one of the reasons why this crossover might do really well for families here in the US. And finally, at number 5 is pricing. Don't let sticker shock fool you. Yes, the Subaru Solterra has a base price of around $45,000, $46,000. However, there's a lot of other factors that need to be brought into the equation, such as standard all-wheel drive, the 8.3 inches of ground clearance, and also the overall practicality. When you are comparing this to the rivals like the ID4, Ford Mustang Mach-E, Ioniq 5, and Kia EV6, to get the model you're looking for, you're probably spending over $50,000 to $55,000. Now, the Solterra does have a price range between 45 and 55, but I do think that the premium and the limited trims are really the best buy for this vehicle, unless you really want to have that moonroof. But outside of that, when you take a look at the standard features, the safety equipment, and also, of course, just its on-road capabilities and versatility, I think the Subaru Solterra is a great option in the EV market for 2023. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the Subaru Solterra. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time.